If you have recently opened an envelope from your doctor or logged into a patient portal and felt your stomach drop because you saw the words high cholesterol or high triglycerides, I need you to take a deep breath. I need you to stop looking at that number as a death sentence and start looking at it as a roadmap. I'm Olha Kozik. In my practice, I analyze blood work every single day, and I am going to tell you something that might shock you and might even contradict what you have heard for the last 20 years. Your cholesterol number by itself is not the enemy. Cholesterol is not a poison. It is a healing agent. It is the raw material your body uses to make hormones, to build cell walls, and to repair damage. Blaming cholesterol for heart disease is like blaming the firefighters for the fire just because you see them at the scene of the blaze. The real enemy, the arsonist that started the fire, is inflammation. It is oxidation. It is the metabolic chaos caused by what we eat. Today, we are going to completely rethink your blood test results. I am going to reveal the surprising foods that can transform those numbers, not by starving your body of fat, but by healing the inflammation that makes cholesterol dangerous in the first place. We are going to lower your triglycerides, we are going to optimize your LDL, and we are going to scrub your arteries clean, all using the power of food. But before we get to the foods, we have to understand the crime scene inside your blood vessels. When you eat a diet high in processed carbohydrates and sugar, your blood sugar spikes. Sugar is jagged, it's sticky, it scratches the delicate lining of your arteries, the endothelium. When that lining gets scratched, your body screams for help. It sends cholesterol to patch the scratch. If you keep eating the sugar and you keep creating inflammation, the cholesterol gets stuck there. It oxidizes. Think of it like a butter sculpture left out in the hot sun. It goes rancid. It turns hard. That is plaque. So the goal is not just to lower cholesterol. The goal is to stop the scratching. The goal is to stop the oxidation. Let's talk about the first number that usually scares my clients: triglycerides. Triglycerides are not cholesterol. They are storage fat. When you eat a bagel or a bowl of pasta or a sugary yogurt, your body burns what it can and turns the rest into triglycerides to store for later. If your triglycerides are high, it doesn't mean you're eating too much fat. It usually means you're eating too many carbohydrates. So what is the first surprising food group that transforms this number? It is not oatmeal. It is fatty fish. I want you to think about sardines, mackerel, salmon, and anchovies. These are the heavy hitters. Most people avoid them because they are fatty and they think fat clogs arteries. That is old science. The omega-3 fatty acids found in these cold water fish are the most potent anti-inflammatory agents in nature. When you eat these healthy fats, they change the composition of your cell membranes. They make your blood less sticky. They lower triglycerides specifically by telling the liver to stop producing so much VLDL. That's the carrier that hauls fat around your body. In my private consultations, I often see clients who are terrified of fat. They are eating egg whites and dry toast, and their triglycerides remain stubbornly high. Why? Because they are replacing fat with starch. When we switch them to a protocol that includes sardines or high-quality fish oil, their numbers drop like a stone within 90 days. It's not magic, it's metabolic chemistry. Now, let's talk about the second food, which addresses the rusting problem. Remember I said the problem isn't just the cholesterol, it's the oxidized cholesterol. We need foods that act as rust-proofers. We need antioxidants, but not just any antioxidants. We need the deep, dark pigments found in berries and specific spices. I'm talking about turmeric and black garlic. Turmeric contains curcumin, which is a powerhouse for the endothelial lining of your heart. It calms the fire in the veins. but you have to take it with black pepper or fat to absorb it. And black garlic? This is aged garlic. It has compounds that are shown to make your blood platelets less sticky and can actually help reduce the soft plaque that has already formed. I had a client, let's call him David. David was 68. His doctor wanted to put him on a high-dose statin because his LDL was elevated. David came to me for a second opinion on his lifestyle. When we looked deeper, and this is what we do in my consultations, we saw that his inflammation markers, his CRP, were through the roof. He was rusting from the inside. We didn't just cut calories, we added. We added 2 cloves of black garlic a day. We added a potent turmeric latte with coconut milk. We added wild blueberries. 6 months later, his LDL number hadn't changed much, but his inflammation was gone, and his oxidized LDL, the dangerous kind, was undetectable. His risk profile had completely changed. This is why you need a personalized approach. Standard medicine often treats the number. I treat the mechanism. The third food is the one that cleans the pipes. It is fermented food, specifically natto or sauerkraut. Why? Because of vitamin K2. Please listen to me. This is critical. Many seniors take calcium supplements for their bones, but if you don't have enough K2, that calcium doesn't go to your bones. It gets lost. It settles in your arteries. It turns soft plaque into hard, calcified concrete. Vitamin K2 is the traffic cop. It directs calcium out of the heart and into the bones. Natto, a Japanese fermented soybean dish, is the highest source of K2 in the world. It is an acquired taste, yes, but it is medicine. If you cannot stomach natto, high-quality sauerkraut or a specific K2 supplement is essential. When I work with clients, I review their entire supplement stack. Often, I see them taking calcium without K2, which is dangerous for the heart. We fix that ratio immediately. This is the kind of detail that can save your life, and it is what we cover in my one-on-one sessions. Now, let's talk about the sponge. This is soluble fiber. You have heard of fiber for digestion, but for the heart, it acts like a sponge in the intestines. When your liver dumps cholesterol into your gut to be excreted, your body often reabsorbs it. It recycles it. If you eat foods like avocado, chia seeds, and psyllium husk, they form a gel. This gel traps that cholesterol and carries it out of the body. The avocado is particularly special. It is rich in monounsaturated fat, the same fat found in olive oil. It lowers the bad LDL while maintaining the good HDL. It also contains potassium, which relaxes the blood vessel walls and lowers blood pressure. I want to address a common mistake. I see many people replacing butter with margarine or vegetable oils like corn oil or soybean oil, thinking it is heart healthy. Please stop doing this. These industrial seed oils are highly unstable. When they are heated, they oxidize. Eating them is like eating inflammation. In my Longevity Foundation Guide, which you can find on my website, I have a whole section on the oil change. We swap out the inflammatory oils for stable fats like avocado oil, olive oil, and yes, even small amounts of high-quality grass-fed butter or ghee. When you make these shifts, adding the fish, the K2, the antioxidants, and the fiber, your blood test changes. But it takes time. And it takes strategy. You might be thinking, Olha, I don't know where to start. I don't know how to cook natto. I don't know how much curcumin to take. That's normal. This is a lot of information. That is why I have created resources for you. On my website, I have the Longevity Foundation Guide. It is a step-by-step manual that takes the guesswork out of your blood work. It explains exactly what to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to lower inflammation. But more importantly, I want to invite you to a private consultation. Blood work is like a fingerprint. Your triglycerides might be high because of stress and cortisol, not just pasta. Your cholesterol might be high because of a thyroid issue. You cannot treat everyone with the same diet. When you book a consultation with me, we become detectives. I look at your liver enzymes, I look at your blood sugar, I look at your lifestyle, and we build a plan that fits you. Maybe you need more magnesium. Maybe you need to fast for 12 hours a day. Maybe you need to stop eating gluten. We find the trigger and we pull it. I have seen patients reverse numbers that their doctors said were genetic. I have seen people come off medication with their doctor's blessing because they fixed the root cause. So here is my challenge to you. Do not let fear dictate your diet. Do not eat a cardboard diet of low-fat crackers and sadness. Eat real, vibrant, nutrient-dense food. Eat the fatty fish. Eat the avocado. Spice your food with turmeric. Learn to love fermented foods. And if you want a partner in this journey, if you want someone to look at those scary numbers and explain them to you with clarity and hope, go to the link in the description, check out the guide, book a session. Your heart is a muscle. It is resilient. It wants to heal. Give it the right tools and it will serve you for decades to come. I'm Olha Kozik. Thank you for listening. Let's get those numbers in the optimal range, and let's get you living your best, most active life. I will see you in the consultation room.